So let's do one more. Let's see if we can find one other distressed property in White City. And like I said, that probably shouldn't be hard in White City, you know? And if you live in White City, no offense, it's a nice area, but it's just, I think a lot of the homes are older, so they need a lot of work after a while. Okay. I'm not above White City, by the way, guys. Like, you know, I live in a neighborhood that looks kind of like White City, so no harm, no foul. All right, you guys seeing anything? Man, I think I see one down the road, everybody. I think I see one. Okay, no, it looks decent. Their yard's just not growing. Hold on. What's this one right here? Okay, I was about to say, what's going on here? They don't even water, they don't even have grass. They got like a patch of dirt surrounding their house. Let's go on the other side and see if it looks distressed. Look at this, guys. This is awesome. I might just do this is just fun. You can pay a virtual assistant a couple dollars an hour to do this, and by the time they're 8 hours a day, they're gonna have thousands of properties for you to talk to sellers and just say, "Hey, I was driving through the neighborhood. It looks like you don't take care of your yard. Do you want to sell?" And it's as simple as that. Oh, that might be a good indicator of distress too. Your neighbor's getting wild out here. What is he doing? He's got his shirt off. This dude's got his shirt off. They're probably about to get in a brawl. This might be a good house to hit up too. I mean, I'm not judging them. Who knows what they're doing? But if he's out here, both these guys are with their shirts off. Maybe this neighbor's not, taking care of the yard. Maybe both these would be good properties because, that's interesting. Has he got some in his hand? I mean, there's a lot you can determine off of driving for dollars, guys. I mean, you see the guy lives in here. I don't know, he's got some in his hand here. I can't tell what it is, but and he got his buddy over here pulling his pants up. And the what is this thing called? The thing at the top of the roof. I forgot what those are called. They cool the house down. But that's another good indicator. This guy's got his shorts falling down. These guys pulling them up, and there's like some stuff on the roof. The roof looks bad. So anyway, I'm marking both these properties. I'm marking this one and saving that. Okay. Remember White City, you're going to add it to the list. The list is specifically what you're doing. And then the tag is like almost just the marketing, not channel, but we'll just call it a tag for now. It's whatever. Okay. So I save that. Now, guys, this is awesome. I didn't have to leave my chair. I'm relaxing. It's nice and cool in my office. Didn't have to worry about leaving. And then we have this one. And again, you have a sense, you have an idea that the reason why you're calling these people is because you saw some sort of distress. So when you have that phone call, whether you're cold calling or your cold caller's calling, you can call and say, "Hey, we were in the neighborhood. We've been looking for a property, and we noticed that you might be interested in selling." Because you don't have to say because your house looks like trash. You could just say because we're just looking for other opportunities to buy properties. Now that's pretty much it. So that was a tutorial right there, guys, on how to drive for dollars. So easy. So there you have it, everybody. So that's the first step when you're trying to do your first deal. Whether or not you do driving for dollars to find the leads, whether or not you do, you just pull the list straight from Batch or wherever you pull lists, you need lists, you need leads. Okay. You need leads to reach out to. Now, what's the next step? All right. What's the next step that you're going to need to do? So once you pull that list, you're going to go to right here to my lists, and you're going to find your list, and you're going to skip trace it. Okay. Now, for sake of time, because I got some things to do later today, but for sake of time, I'm not going to go through the rest of the process. I'm just going to explain it. Okay. So I'm going to take out my nifty little pen that you can draw on the board with. And what you're going to do after you pull the list or make the list or drive for dollars on list, you're going to skip trace it. Okay. You can skip trace it all within Batch Leads. Again, if you don't want to use Batch Leads to skip trace, do whatever you want. I use Batch Leads and a different service that's a little bit cheaper, but I mean, they're both good. So after you pull the list, that only has names and the address, but it has no phone number, no email. So you're going to have to skip trace that. That's what skip tracing does, is it gets you the phone number so you can contact them, so you can email them, you can reach out to them. So you skip trace the list after making on driving for dollars or pulling it, you skip trace it, and then you go into the campaign section. Okay. And this is where you got to decide how you're going to reach out to that person. That's all this job is. I mean, you pull a list, you skip trace it, and then you decide what's the best way for you to get a hold of that person. Are you gonna go knock the door? Okay. Are you going to go call them? Are you going to cold call them? Are you going to put them in a triple line dialer on Batch Dialer and just try to get a hold of them as many people as possible? Or are you going to call one by one on your cell phone? Are you going to text them? Okay. So let's go over here really quick. So there's the SMS. Super easy. You just get it going, and there's a bunch of tutorials on how to do it. Now you've identified opportunities, you pulled the list, you've skip traced them. Now you're marketing to them. Again, you're trying to get a hold of them any way you can. Knock, text, cold call, mail, doesn't matter. Okay, just get on the phone with the seller. Now, once you get on the phone with the seller, that's where the magic happens. That's when you start talking to them about what they want. You start talking to them about what they need, and you try to negotiate a deal. Then you have them sign the paperwork. You get the house under contract, and you bring it to me, and I can dispo it, or you dispo it yourself. Doesn't matter. And then you get paid. So wholesaling is not complicated. What the problem is with wholesaling, or people think with wholesaling, is that it just requires massive action. But most things require massive action if you want to get good and get paid. If you want to be an insurance agent, or, a real estate agent, you got to take massive action. If you want to get paid in life, you got to take massive action. So if I make more offers than you, I'm going to get more deals than you.